How's it going, YouTube? Sean here. What I'm going to be doing today is talking about my PRS MT15 because I've had this amplifier now for exactly a year. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed already, please do right now by smashing that subscribe button. I bought this amplifier in May 2019. It is now May 2020. I thought this would be a good time to do a review of this amplifier because all the hype is gone surrounding buying it, which often masks things that you don't like straight away. So this is a completely unbiased review. I've got the clean channel to show you and I've got the lead channel to show you. So what does this amp sound like? Let's get into some clean and gain tones that I've been able to achieve over the past year with this PRS MT15. For this demonstration, on the lead channel, I'm using Mature Reactive Load on the preset 3.2, my favourite for when it comes to heavy tones. For the clean tones in this demonstration, I'm using the preset 1.1. In some of the lead channel parts, I'm actually using a tube screamer on top of the lead channel. And the reason for that is not for more distortion, it's just to really push the front end of the amp so you hear a bit more of a modern gain tone. The settings I'm using with the tube screamer is the gain at 0, the tone at 1 o'clock, and the volume maxed out. Let me know which sound you prefer, the tube screamer on or the tube screamer off. Let me tell you some of the things that I like about this amp. Even though it's only 15 watts, it is loud. Now that could be a bad thing depending on whether you're playing at a rehearsal space or if you're going to be playing at home where it's probably too noisy. I like the fact that it's really loud because it means that I'm not going to be drowned out by the drummer or the bass player. But there's also a downside, and the downside is that if you put the amp really quiet on the lead channel, the only issue is that it can sound quite fizzy. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you're able to play this at a decent volume, because oftentimes in a rehearsal situation, if I went above 9 o'clock, it was too loud. I know it only says 15 watts, but it is so loud. Another thing I like about this amp is that it doesn't pretend to be anything that it's not. It's a one-trick pony pretty much when it comes to the lead channel. It's there to be metal. It is for the metal player. The only downside to this is that if you want something a bit more versatile, this might not be the amp for you, because no matter where you set the gain control, it's just more or less of the exact same sound. But I think that's absolutely brilliant that they've not tried to market this at everyone. It's really good at the one thing it does and it does a really good job of it in my opinion. The clean channel tends to get overlooked quite a bit, whereas I think the clean channel on this is really good considering the price. I did prefer the clean channel on the Victory V30 as a comparison, but I preferred the gain tones on this amp a lot more than I did on the Victory V30. Saying that though, this clean channel is completely usable, and I often stack pedals on top of the clean channel and it does it brilliantly. Another thing I really like about this amp is the two different colours for the two different channels. It's very, very distinctive. I also really like the foot switch. I've had absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. Ultimately, I've had absolutely no issues with this amp. The only thing I'm not quite certain on is the tone pots. The mids on the lead channel have a few little nasty frequencies that I don't like, which is why I keep the mids quite low. It probably works absolutely perfectly within a mix, and that's why they've kept these frequencies. I tend to prefer using the tube screamer to boost the mids that I've taken out from the amp itself. It's just my personal preference. In terms of the presence control, it's really smooth. Would I buy this amp in 2020? The answer is yes. Would I buy this amp if I needed a new one? Absolutely. That's all for this video. Let me know which sound you like the most in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.